Good morning.
Hello.
Welcome to a 'Cause It's Monday podcast
That's right.
on a Tuesday.
On a Tuesday.
My apologize.
That's all right.
You know, I'm down to the mono ear right now. You know,
Mono e mono.
that's right. I don't have but one ear because I got an ear infection.
That's correct.
But that's fine. You know,
That's right.
that's why I got my little daughter next to me.
That's right. That's
She can
right.
keep me straight.
I mean, we're your host.
couldn't
That's
hear
Michael
me.
over there.
I'm Michael. This is Steven across from me,
That's
and my daughter.
Hello.
That's the banana.
That's a banana.
Nana.
That's right.
That's right. So how we doing today, guys?
I'm doing fan-diddly-astic.
Yeah. How about you,
Okay.
You're just doing okay.
I'm tired.
You're tired. Well, don't stay up all night. You know, on the TikToks and whatnot.
That's right.
Okay.
What happens when you drink all the Monster Energies?
No kidding. Y'all thought I
Yeah.
didn't catch those outside.
Yeah, we left them on the table.
Can we go to the store at 10:15 at night to
never-
buy some monsters?
Never leave the evidence.
That's right.
Ever.
That's right. So, you know, I'm feeling a little better, so we decided to do it today instead of
Correct.
last night.
That's right.
Spent the day yesterday with my special lady friend, man. Say her name
Why not?
because. Anywho.
No personal effects.
No kidding. So we did a little bit of shopping yesterday.
You did.
Did a little running around. Got new silly phones. You know,
That's right.
updated the clan, so now we're good for another 3 years, unless one of them
Max.
drops it. And
That's
You
what I was
know.
just gonna say.
am I right?
Yeah. But it's Gorilla Glass. Not
Don't
really.
look at me.
Oh, he tried to sell us on this. You know, we were talking screensavers, and you know how when you get new cell phones, you get 30% off everything,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And so I'm like, well, I don't want to leave here with this thousands of dollar phone with no case.
Right.
Right. So I said, what's the cheapest rubber, you know, keep it from scratching case? Oh, it's $39.99.
Of course.
Awesome. So,
So you might as well go.
Great.
with the,
right.
You know.
Right. So I said, well, I'll just get one on Amazon. He goes, you know, that's, you know how insulting that is? I said, well,
Sorry?
you know, maybe you guys should charge decent prices. Anywho.
After
so,
we spend,
$30.
$1,000, maybe you should throw one in. For
that's
good
right.
measure.
For
You know, why not?
free. You know, that's what they used to do in the old days.
That's
You know,
correct.
for free.
Keep you coming back.
That's right. You know, that stage right when smartphones were coming in right after flip phones.
That's
you know?
right.
So
That's right. They give you a little
Flippy.
taste, so that way you come back. You know, take a
That's
little
right.
taste for free, and then you come back.
that's right. And then
Get
you
more
come
product.
back in for your next cell phone charger for
That's-
$45, $50. So
I
anyway,
need a wall puck. What?
oh no, that's the thing. New phones don't come with wall pucks.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, just a
What
cord.
is that?
Just a cord. Well, they're called a puck, but you guys
I
call
know.
them chargers.
I know. I was talking about them not giving you the puck, Dad.
Well, they don't give
He's
you the
not
puck.
in my
they
age, y'all.
they give you a little, 2-foot cord to charge it with.
And that's it.
Oh, and you got to find your own puck. Oh, but they sell them. You could buy the pucks.
Oh, see, I
Right.
see what they did.
$100 a piece.
That's
There. I
right.
see what they did there.
Because he brought the phone out, and it looked like a Hot Pocket box. I'm like, what the hell is that? There's
Hot
nothing in it.
Pocket.
I mean, you used to get the cell phone,
Yep.
the cord, the charger.
I had a set of earbuds.
A set of earbuds.
Yep.
Sometimes a car charger.
Yep.
Sometimes, or that was your 30% off free
That's right.
accessory, right? The old
That's right.
Extracto cord.
Yep.
And all that. But now you pay 7 times as much for the phone, and you get a cord.
This,
You don't even get an
Wait, no.
instruction booklet.
I mean,
You
Why do
know.
you need instructions for a phone?
Well, good point. But
Right.
you used to get one.
well, they figured by the time you boot up your phone, you can get on Google.
Let me
and
tell you how old he
research.
made me feel, though. Right? Because him and my special lady friend
How old
were
did he make
talking.
you feel?
They were talking about. She's like, well, I just had a pager back in the day. These kids don't understand, right? And I said, well, I had a pager
That's right.
at 16 that I bought for myself. I said, then at 17, I had a Primeco cell phone. The guy looks at me and goes, what is that? and he's the trainer
Oh God.
for them, right? So
You ever heard of Star Trek?
I said, "Prime, you don't know what a Primeco phone is?" He goes, "No." I said, "Well, it used to be a prepaid service."
Yeah.
I said, "But I got it from two hefty lesbian ladies who owned a cell phone shop in the ghetto and would sell a
Jesus
cell phone to
Christ.
anybody."
Yeah. It's now called a track phone.
Well, because back in the day, on it, you couldn't have a phone until you were 18. That
Yes.
was the law. Well, so I
Kinda
couldn't put a cell phone in my name until I was 18.
Right.
Well, my mama and daddy were like, "You go fuck yourself. I ain't getting you a phone."
Right.
So I had to go to the two ladies in the ghetto to get my phone.
That's right.
Oh, that's great.
I got Uncle Brian one too.
Yeah.
You know,
Black market.
that's right.
That's what they call black
No,
market.
it was nice. It was a flippy phone. It had wood grain, little
Wood
extendo,
grain.
Wood grain.
extended antenna. You know, you
That's
had
right.
to pull the antenna up.
All the way.
That's right.
Oh.
And every antenna on every cell phone, the end would break off because you'd use your teeth,
Yeah.
you know, to pull
Yeah.
it out.
And then you'd end up with it in
What
your
you
teeth.
kids don't appreciate.
Right.
Then,
Also,
if your antenna broke off,
Mm-hmm.
oofta.
Yeah. The age of the pager was you had to find a landline.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, like a
Oh,
home
that's
phone
great.
or a pay phone that doesn't exist
Gotta
anymore.
call
Yeah,
from-
good thing there's data
Call
now.
the number, and then there used to be numbers associated to names or letters or words.
Yeah, like 143 was "I love you,"
Right.
911 was
911
"Call me
was-
now."
Yeah.
Or if you were really savvy,
Savvy.
you could spell out a word,
Yeah.
you know,
With
or a
the
message.
numbers.
Then, remember the pagers that you used to be able to flip open and text on?
Mm-hmm.
So someone could send you a text over a phone. They'd talk into
Modern.
the phone. It would spell it out on their little screen.
Oh yeah, you can do
And
that
then you
now.
had to flip it open
Mm-hmm.
and text back. But that's it. All you have is text. There was no
That's it.
phone call. You know,
That's
and you're
right.
you're sitting there talking to your friends in the movie theater or whatever, and all of a sudden beep 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 beep. Bzz, bzz.
Yeah. And then came the Nextel phones. Which,
Nextel. Beep,
you know-
beep, beep, beep.
Oh no! What is he gonna say?
Right. Yeah, because
I'm
that
gonna kick your ass.
because at first
oh no!
yeah, at first there was no private on those.
No.
It was all open forum. So
Yeah, it was all
as soon as you
speakerphone.
heard beep beep, you cringed because if you were sitting in
That's right.
at a sandwich shop or something, standing in line,
Mm-hmm.
your buddy beep beep, hey, do you suck cocks? And that was
yeah, they
that
could say
came
anything
right
they
out
wanted.
on loudspeaker. You couldn't.
I
stop.
would just look around and be like, "Where is
So
that
now,
come from?"
so now for you kids, it would be there's a parental unit around, so don't say anything. It
That's
didn't
right.
matter.
That's
He could
right.
say whatever he wanted.
That's right.
And everybody heard
Remember
it.
the old AOL days?
That's right.
Parents over shoulder.
Yes.
POS.
That's right.
You would just type POS and the person would know not to say anything stupid because parents were over shoulder.
That's
You
right.
think your parents wouldn't catch on to that?
Well,
no.
not really.
No. I mean, not as much as you guys don't think we catch on to the shit you do.
Oh yeah, like what?
Well, that's not a podcast topic.
No,
Uh-huh.
it's not appropriate.
You know.
But we do know. We always know.
I mean, let me get your TikTok names and we'll show.
Okay. I offered you my TikTok. I offered you my TikTok, and you go, "Why do I need your TikTok?"
Because I'm not a professional TikTok user. I don't even go on it, but maybe I only got it because you got it, and I thought there's a way to keep track of you, but there isn't.
There
because
is.
you're a ghost. No, because there isn't, Donna. Because as soon as your mom finds your TikTok, you change your name to something else. That's why your name on Facebook is Daisy
I always
and
have.
not Anna.
I always have everything as Daisy. My
Right.
Snapchat, my TikToks, everything.
But that's what I'm saying. It's anonymity. The same reason why I didn't want you saying my special lady friend's name.
My TikTok
On
and
the
my
podcast.
Facebook has my face on it.
Well,
it's not that hard
but
to
that's
find.
different, though.
That's
right?
right. They would have to find
And she
you
has my
first.
Snapchat.
You haven't been arrested yet, so your face
Right.
wouldn't come up in a Google search.
She has. She
It
has
hasn't
my
come up in a
Snapchat.
deposition yet, so you're good.
Most of my family has my Snapchat, my Instagram, all that.
That's right. I see the videos.
Anywho,
Yeah.
so on Friday, special lady friend brought me to the movie theater
Right.
to see a movie we've been wanting to both see.
Absolutely.
And you saw it over
I did.
last week,
I did.
so I had to see it when she gave me the opportunity. So here I am at 10 o'clock at night, checking into the movie theater for a 2-hour movie that
That's right.
started 15 minutes late, by the way.
Well, that's
Remember
because
when
there's
you-
a lot
No.
of previews.
No, there was not.
Really?
There was a lot of. Remember back in the day when you went to the movies, you
Right.
sat there, and you got there. Say the movie was at 10. You got there at 9:45. You sat there. You watched previews, little snippets. By the way, turn your cell phone off. Blah blah blah. Right. The screen was blank.
Right.
Totally blank. Off. Lights were on. Movie starts at 10. The lights didn't dim till 10:05. Then they started the previews, talking about come
you didn't
early.
even get a let's all go to the movie.
Oh yeah, no, you got that.
Oh.
But what I'm saying is they started it. They started it probably 20 minutes too late. So by the time the movie started, it was 10:30. So we didn't get out of the
nice juicy
we
blunt.
we were
before they
leaving
turned on
we were leaving the movie theater,
Like 1 o'clock in the morning.
and we were the only people in the movie theater. Not even.
They were waiting for you to close the doors.
Yeah, not even. Well, no, the workers weren't even. I don't know if they were back, doing a thing or whatever. But what you looking for, Bubba?
Well, I'm looking for my phone so I can, turn it down.
Oh,
So leave it in your truck?
Is that it over there?
No,
No, those are one of Liz's two. Pippin phones.
We're good.
Right. Well, if it ain't around here, then it ain't on.
That's right. It ain't on.
So, anyway, the movie we saw, getting back to the topic, was Maverick. Top Gun Maverick.
That's correct.
That's right. What a great movie.
Finally out.
That's right. We're not going to give anything away, but accurate. Okay, so when the first movie came out, we were all, well, at least I was, because I was probably, I think it came out in 86 or 87?
87.
87. Yeah. So I was younger than her.
That's right.
But by the time I saw it, I was probably 10, and I was blown away by how realistic the flag of the planes looked and all that thing.
Yeah.
This does that justice times 11.
Yeah. Yeah. There's no...
They really optimized the two-seater trainers in this
Yes.
movie to make it look like he was flying that airplane.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a fighter pilot per se, right? But on the screen, it looks
Hey, Dad.
Yeah.
Lizzie was in that same movie theater. I'm surprised you didn't see her. They left early, though, because, the movie.
Oh, Liz was there too?
Yeah, she was. She was with her boyfriend.
No? Oh, well. Anyway, so...
Everyone's like,
that's, that's a topic for another day.
Okay. All right.
So, we go see this movie, and what a great movie
it is.
I was a little lost by the lady. We had that conversation because I didn't pick up on that on the first one.
Right.
But
we can. It won't really give anything away because we could say what it is.
Okay.
I'll give you the scene from the original, which then everybody that's listening will figure it out. When they were getting bitched at by the captain on the aircraft carrier, about to tell him, both Maverick and Goose, that they had to send two guys to Miramar, and the rubber dog shit out of Hong Kong thing.
That's right.
And he was going through all the disciplinary actions in his file.
That's right.
And Goose looked at him and said, "Penny Benjamin," because he took Penny Benjamin up in the jet illegally and got reprimanded for it.
That's right. That's right. I forgot. So
in this new movie, Penny Benjamin's in it.
Yeah. Right. And so great movie.
Great movie.
Goose's son is in it, obviously.
Yeah. If you like the original and it pretty much buttons everything up and it gives you a nostalgic feel for the first movie that came out. Like they pretty much throw in little tidbits of good stuff in there to make you remember the original.
That is true. Yeah, a lot of old footage, especially the opening.
Yes,
because the opening is shot in the old film.
Yep.
When they're on the aircraft carrier from the old days, right? So, the thing that I want to say is, though, a lot less innuendos in this one, or is it just because we've seen it once and not 5,000 times?
There's some, and they're a little bit cheesy. A little bit cheesy. I mean, without giving anything away, there are some... In the original movie, you remember when they're all in training and they're all flying around and they're waiting for the instructor and they said, "Oh, shit."
That's right.
It's Viper.
That's right.
Or, "Oh, shit, it's Jester."
Right.
Well, they kind of did that in the beginning.
Yep.
They're running like... It's not the same. They kind of said, "Oh, where's blah, blah, blah."
Right.
And he comes in in a very, very nice
very
fashion.
theatrical fashion.
Yes. And they go, "Oh, shit, it's Maverick." So there's stuff similar to what they were doing before, but it's very good. It's very well done.
So I brought this up not only because it's an awesome movie.
Yes.
Right. But in the headlines today, Paramount Studios sued over Top Gun copyright.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So you see this?
Yeah.
Okay, so Paramount Studios is being sued over copyright infringement over the name Top Gun by the family of the author whose article inspired the film back in 1986 when he wrote the article.
All right.
Says in the complaint in the California federal court Monday, the heirs of this family stated that the film's distribution company did not require the rights for the recently released sequel for the name Top Gun.
How?
Well, so they copyrighted on us. So what that means is they own the name Top Gun. Right? So in order to use it, you have to ask them, the people who own the copyright, for permission.
Yeah.
Right? And so they didn't get permission. Well, technically they did.
Right.
Right? Because when you read through this article, it released in May. It was supposed to release in 2019.
Right.
Right? Which they had the rights through May of 2021. Okay? So obviously like a distribution deal
Right.
would have kicked in after that, where they got royalties from the name or whatever.
Right.
Well, because they released it in 2022, they didn't renew the copyright after that date. The original one, the permission granted them to use
the name, right?
Right. So because they released it late, now they're in violation of that order.
Right.
And so now and of course, it doesn't help that there's $500 million worldwide in profits.
Right, it's doing
so
very
far.
well, so
right,
yeah.
So, I mean, petty is petty.
Petty is petty.
But
there's both sides to this. Shame on the copyright people and the lawyers of Paramount, Jerry Bruckheimer Productions. All that did not go, hey, wait a minute. Cross their T's, dot their I's. Also, good on the family to go, hey, wait a minute. Copyright's out. We can make a little
very Marvin Gaye of
scratch. That's right.
I mean, I didn't say that. Harvin Shea.
So
Harvin
the people that
Shea.
made Top Gun 2 should have asked for an extent on
an extension
Correct.
on the copyright agreement that they had. And
for the name.
Obviously, when you see the movie, you'll understand the project this movie must have been. I mean, we're talking...
Top Gun is a really good movie.
We're talking, dude, they used the use of an aircraft carrier.
The permission from the military.
The military to use said. They used military training planes, military fighter pilots to fly them.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
They launch from carrier, like in the original movie. They launch from ground base, probably somewhere in California.
Well, it says Fighter Town, which it could be. I don't. I mean, it looks similar, but it's probably somewhere in the desert.
Well,
who knows?
Well, yeah, because you figure Top Gun is on the West Coast, right? The actual school is in Miramar.
The amount of insurance.
You know what I'm saying?
Need.
So
oh my God.
So I mean, they probably had at their disposal maybe 10 F-18s.
Right.
Whether their current military service or not is irrelevant.
Right.
They're still multi-million-dollar planes.
Yeah.
And
you're basically leasing them for a very long time.
Right. And then also in the movie, according just like the original, right? There's sorry for the spoiler alert, but they're fighting against a foreign army.
Right.
And their foreign army has quote unquote 5th generation fighters.
Right.
And those 5th generation fighters are actually F-22 Raptors.
Right.
That they painted to be foreign.
Foreign
right?
colors, yeah.
So there's no secret. In the first movie, there's no such thing as a MiG-29. The MiG-29 was a U.S. plane that they painted to be.
Right.
Right. So, those two planes are billions of dollars each.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then, not to mention, I mean, if you've seen the trailer, you know there's a P-51 Mustang in there. Mm-hmm. That's
which
millions
is a nice
of
little
plane.
tidbit on that.
Dude, that's a nice little plane.
Guess who owns it?
Who that is?
Tom Cruise.
Well, imagine that, because he took James Corbin up in
Yep.
Gordon,
up in there.
yep.
Yeah, he owns the plane outright.
That's a funny little snippet.
his.
If you want to Google Tom Cruise takes James Corden up in that guy's name. Anyway, takes him up for a flight.
He's a British fella.
That's a funny ass video.
Anyway.
But so you have all the planes, all the pilots, the use of the military hardware.
The amount of cameras that you saw the little small documentary on how they filmed it.
Yeah.
So they have 4K,
right?
10 cameras just pointing at,
Yeah. So
a lot of money.
Not to mention, might be a spoiler alert, but there's a Tomcat in this one. like the original.
There is.
So could you imagine what a flyable? Because, dude, all the ones have been decommissioned.
Yeah, but some. Well, they probably have.
I mean, they probably have a couple that are still
yeah,
flyable,
for
right? But
training purposes,
right? So the use of that,
right,
on top of it, holy shit, man!
Right. That's a lot.
I mean, the
They're
budget.
making all that money back,
I don't
though.
even know what the
Yes.
budget for this movie was. But
well, I mean,
how much is an aircraft carrier, homie? You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean,
hey man, can we borrow your rig for a second?
Too much.
I think they probably got a decent deal because they're pretty much
because it's Tom Cruise.
Well, that too. Also, they're pretty much doing the advertisement for the Navy.
Well, yeah.
It's a massive one of those commercials for the Navy.
Think about that.
So the Navy was probably like, listen, we're going to scratch your back, you scratch ours.
Right.
Also, the developmental plane that everybody's seen in the trailer that flies and blows the roof off of a guard shack, that is an actual plane that they're in development with, which...
I was telling Aaron about that in the movie. That is
Mm-hmm.
actually an actual Blackworks program that they're doing.
That's right.
So they're hinting at that.
Yep.
You know, which badass
Mach
did that
10,
plane look?
Mach
10.
10.
Yeah.
Could you imagine Mach 10?
Yeah. I was
Where
explaining.
the SR-71 was
explaining.
Mach 6?
No. Max speed allegedly on paper for the
Allegedly.
SR-71 was Mach 3
That's right.
plus.
That's right. Plus.
Right. And it could go from Los Angeles to New York City in under 2 hours. Okay. So I was explaining to Aaron in the movie, I said, the speed of sound, you know what Mach is, it's the speed of sound times whatever. I said, so, I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, Jesus Christ, the SR-71 does it in under 2 hours. If you're hypersonic at Mach 10, you can make it from LA to New York in under 30 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah. Which is
Under 30 minutes,
which
bro.
is 4.5 hours faster than a commercial jet.
That's right.
So imagine that.
So
you don't have time to put your tray tables up or to set your devices up.
could you imagine getting on that airliner? Please fasten your seatbelts. We're taking off
I haven't
now.
even finished my peanuts.
That's
for
right.
landing.
That's right. Free peanuts. And they only give you 4 this time because that's all you got time to chew.
Well, you can't really open the visor because you need the actual oxygen constantly.
Well, it's liquid peanuts.
Oh, that's right.
Liquid peanuts.
Liquid peanuts, like an astronaut.
Yeah.
What I liked about the movie is it's very nostalgic. It kind of buttoned up everything.
Well, did it button it up or did it leave it open for a trequel?
Yeah,
Because now you have that same relationship between 2 other actors in the movie.
There's probably going
They
to
just
be...
need
by
one
the
of
way,
them. They just
he
need
looks exactly like Anthony Edwards' Goose from the original movie. It looks. I mean,
well,
it literally
yeah.
be his
My
son.
special lady friend was asking me, "Is that the same guy?"
Yeah.
No.
Which a little tidbit on that. When he went for the casting,
Yeah.
they looked at him, and at first they were like, until they brushed in the mustache that he has on now, and they said, "That's our guy.
Yep. Grow that.
Grow that.
Yep.
Exact what you did there."
Grow that.
Right.
And,
So so the development of that, I mean, Tom Cruise may not be in it.
by the way, he looks 35.
He looks old.
No, he looks young as hell.
No, he does not.
I mean, he's not as skinny as whatever as the original, but for his age, he doesn't look his age.
No, he does not look his age. I'll give you that, but he does not look 35.
I mean, that
4K
shall not
does
be
not.
mentioned
That's right.
or have good drugs. Is
That's
what
right.
I'm
I'm just saying that
Shall not be mentioned.
he does not look 35.
No,
4K is not.
no. I mean, it does show
Yeah.
a couple pimples here or there.
Well, all the pimples. It shows all
All
the
of
pimples.
them.
He
All
still
the
has the
blackheads.
moly at the bottom
Things,
of
the
his
things
chin
you young ladies have to look forward to now.
there. That's right.
Take a selfie. Oh my
But
god.
overall, it was a good movie. It's action packed. You're not sitting there going, "What the hell is this?"
Right.
They have a couple of nice surprises that you didn't expect,
Shocking.
so that's good. It's just a well-rounded movie. Doesn't feel too long. It's 2 hours and some change, and it doesn't feel it. It goes by really fast, which is nice. But it's very action packed, very good. I recommend it for sure.
Well, I mean, it's Top Gun, so...
That's right. Pew pew pew. That's correct.
I mean, I was stoked.
All the favorites playing with the boys.
Yep. Yeah. All the that was the thing I saw. The original movie grossed something like $300 million back in that day.
Yeah, which is a lot for a 1987.
The soundtrack for the movie had multiple #1 hits, including what was was it Berlin?
Yeah,
Is that
Take
the name
My
of
Breath Away.
Yeah, Gave My Breath Away. They were an obscure band.
Yes.
And then that movie came out on that soundtrack, and that made their career.
Correct.
You know?
Yep.
So, I mean, what I'm saying is you need to be friends with Tom Cruise. That's what I'm saying.
Danger Zone.
That's right. Speaking of the Danger Zone,
That's right.
special lady friend's here making her lunch. So.
I mean, Kenny Loggins made a lot of money.
Yeah. I mean, dude, that was back when like I didn't realize there was a soundtrack to the movie.
What do you mean there wasn't? I did not notice the soundtrack.
Well, I didn't, because Anna, I was younger than you when the movie came out. I didn't realize there was a soundtrack.
It came out on cassette.
It will be getting downloaded on
right.
YouTube Music today, though. And I'll be listening to it in my semi tonight driving down the road.
That's right. You would even listen to the anthem on
That's
CD
right.
and go, you know what? It's not a
Oh, dude,
bad
you're
song.
sitting in that movie theater and do 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 do. You're like, hell yeah.
we saw it in IMAX, and it was, I
In the
mean,
movie theater.
when you heard the right, that you're like, oh, it's about to
Yep.
go down.
Yep.
And the silly little guys on the aircraft carriers with the,
Yep. Time
You
to
know.
shoot some bigs,
Yeah.
man.
it was good. John Hamm was a dick, though. I just gotta say.
Yeah, well, yeah, he's got a big wing. That's why.
That's what I hear. That's the scuttlebutt going around Hollywood.
That's right. So, anyway.
We both recommend it. We give it 17 thumbs up. You know.
17? Why not
Well,
20?
I mean, Siskel and Ebert are dead, so you know you got.
Well,
17 out of
we
20?
also have, we have other bigger stories in the news. Obviously, all the shootings recently.
Yes.
Texas, and then the hospital shooting there.
Mm-hmm.
And I got an interesting call.
Right.
From one of our buddies.
Didn't hear about the hospital one, but okay.
You didn't hear about the hospital one?
No, I heard about the one in
well, I'll give you a little
Texas.
backstory. Man comes into the hospital, gets a back surgery done, right? And he is complaining about back pain afterwards.
Well, duh.
And he was, listen.
There's going to be back pain.
Well, I know that. I mean, real people know that, but
Ladies and gentlemen, Mrs. Obvious.
that's right. Logic from an 11-year-old. So he was basically thinking that the doctor wasn't paying attention to his woes.
Yeah.
So he shows up after buying an AR-15 that day.
Oh.
Shows up at the hospital and starts to pew people because
Pew, pew.
well, he asks. I mean, I'm not trying to
You
make.
have to be sensitive.
I'm not trying to make fun, but
Right.
I'm talking to my 11-year-old daughter. So starts mowing motherfuckers over is a better way to say it, because he walks in and he asks for the doctor, and they said doctor's not here today.
Right.
Well, let's just make sure of that. So if I shoot a couple people,
He'll show up.
Right.
maybe he'll show up.
That's right.
Well, he didn't. And the man ended up, I believe, committing suicide. I believe. Anyway, I got an interesting phone call from a buddy of ours, and I told him that I wanted to save it for the podcast and call him, have him on here to talk about it. So I'm going to dial him up right now.
See if he answers.
Give him a little jangle.
He will answer because I already texted.
That's right.
And then good to know.
Make the call. Sure. New cell phones and all,
That's right. New technology. New information has come to light.
Yeah.
Text the man of the
A
business.
little bit louder.
Oh, hello. Hello. Oh, you're connected to my watch. Give me a 1 second. Technical difficulty here.
Oh
Cannot
no!
hear him.
You better watch what you say. See what I did there? I made it a little funny.
Okay. I don't know why it's not going out through the headphones of the phone.
Well,
Jeff, let me figure this out, buddy. I'll call you right back.
we can hear you.
This is weird. On my other phone, it just went right through.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure everything's plugged in.
Sure.
Technical difficulties live on air. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Please stand by.
Please stand by.
That's what Top Gun would say.
well, dude, it played the phone audio perfectly fine, so I don't know.
We could kind of hear him.
Did
He was
I have
very
him
dim.
Turned down? Did I?
Turn down for what?
Did I have him turned
Do,
down
do,
for
do,
what?
do, do.
Let's try him again. Jeffy Poo.
Whoa, there it is.
He is loud.
Yeah, I had you turned down. Look at that.
Turn down for what?
Yes, hello.
Hello,
Do we have
sir.
Contact?
Yes, sir. How are you? I had you turned down on the pod, so I couldn't hear you.
That's right.
You know, because I'm a rookie.
I
Technical
see. I
difficulties.
see.
That's right. So we were just getting into. Well, my daughter's sitting next to me, so we're explaining to my daughter the story behind the hospital shooting. And I said, well, let's call a buddy up because we were having an interesting conversation yesterday about assault weapons
Yes.
and current legislation that was on order.
Yes.
That's right.
And
by the way, good afternoon, Jeff, and you're on the air.
Oh, thank you. Yes, yes.
Yep.
Very special.
So
The airwaves will never be the same.
That's
No.
right. That's right. So we were having a conversation about the legislation, and you were telling me about an article you read. So you care to elaborate now more that we're on the podcast, obviously, where we wanted to talk about it.
Yes, yes. Well, basically what it is Don Beyer. He is a Democrat out of Virginia, House of Representatives, and he is drafting, as we speak, a bill amendment to which 1,000% excise tax would be levied against AR-type rifles, AKs, quote-unquote assault rifles.
Ouchie.
Right.
So essentially what that would do, in layman's terms, would basically, if say you go to, your local gun store and you say, okay, I want to buy an AR for say $1,500, that's now going to cost you about $15,000 right out of the gate, right out of the gate. Plus the cost of the rifle. Plus sales tax. But here's the best part. The sales tax, because it's an excise tax and not a after the fact tax, you will pay the sales tax on that $15,000 rather than the $1,500.
Jeez.
So now you're into over $20,000
for an AR.
For an AR. But it doesn't stop there.
There's more.
Oh yeah.
Well, let's give him a reference, Jeff, because right now, as it stands, a bargain basement AR that you could pick up at
anywhere,
I don't know, a Rural King or something like that, as low as $500. I mean, you got to put sights on it. You can't shoot it right out of the box, really. But all the way up to sky's the limit. I mean, you and I own ARs that are $2,000, right?
Right.
So that's the right. I mean, and that's very high end, by the way.
Yeah.
I mean, that's up. Well, not very high end. I mean, it's not the most you can pay, but it's a very shootable, very lastable, very well made firearm that will.
Well, you're paying. Well, you're paying. Yeah, you're paying for quality. It's
that's
like
right.
anything else.
That's right.
You're
paying for the gun to not jam. You're paying for the upgraded barrels. You're paying for longevity on top of a lot of things.
Yes. Yes.
And so that's the reference. You're talking about going from a $500 at minimum, $1,500 decent firearm to tens of thousands. Essentially.
Well, a lot of people, I laugh at, the media pundits when they say, well, this is a military grade weapon referencing an AR, and it's not even close.
No. You were in the military. Yeah. So you shot the military version, right? So
yes.
Anybody who was in the military and has shot a military version will tell you not even close.
Right, because I mean, aside from the obvious, where you have a 3-round burst or fully automatic weapon, where obviously your barrel is upgraded to handle that. Your firing pins are, your gas chambers. I mean, everything about a modern M4 or variant of the M16, A1 through A2, and et cetera, all the way up to an M60, a 50, an M203. I mean, go on and on and on. But let me give you an example. If you were to buy an actual military grade M4 that is not even full auto, say it's a 3-round burst, which the Armed Forces, I should say, did studies on this. Fully automatic, with the exception of suppression fire, is really not cost effective. So they went to the 3-round burst, which is much more palatable all the way around. Accuracy, ease on the equipment, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But that particular rifle, okay, you're looking at, they run about $10,000, $11,000.
Yep.
Just for the rifle.
Yep.
Okay, so, it's really comparing a Volkswagen to a Ferrari,
Well, to put that better in comparison, Volkswagen to a Porsche.
Right.
Same family,
right.
but totally different animal.
But here's the thing: you can take both of those rifles and put them side by side, and to the untrained eye, to someone who doesn't know, which unfortunately a lot of these politicians and media people, you hear them talk all the time. They say, "Oh, they're the same." No, they're not. Not even close. Obviously.
That's right.
So, what scares me is these people make the rules, and it's like at least be knowledgeable as to what you're talking about before you can make a legitimate argument, right? And that's fine. You can agree to disagree, but when you flat out speak falsehoods, it's like, what are we talking about here?
That's right. That's right. And the thing is that people don't care enough to do the research, because once you say AR assault rifle, which is not what AR stands for. AR stands for Armalite, which was the original company to produce the AR for the military. Correct?
Yes.
So AR does not stand for automatic rifle or assault rifle. It's the name of a company. It just became, like everybody calls the plastic and the metal dump trucks Tonka trucks,
because of public whatever. It's now
Right.
been branded an assault rifle.
That's right.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mine's sitting in my safe. It hasn't assaulted anything since I pulled the trigger last.
Well, I mean, maybe assaulted a brush or two. Maybe some gun oil.
I haven't cleaned it.
What?
No.
That is terrible.
No.
It's terrible.
I just take her out and wipe her down with a diaper.
You don't understand. He waxes it with a diaper every weekend.
That's right. So that's a Ferris Bueller joke right there. So, back to the tax stamp though. And what you were telling me though is that if they couldn't pass it into legislation, they were thinking about going a backdoor way, which was making it an actual tax stamp, like as the NSA or NFA.
No, NFA. Well, hold on a second. No, okay. So there's conflation here. So the NFA. Let me put it in context for people who are listening that may not know, do know or not know. Is the NFA was really implemented in the 1920s, late 1920s, 1930s, and back in the Al Capone days when they had as well known as the typewriter,
Tommy
the
gun
type of automatic, yes, which shot 45 rounds.
Yes,
right?
for the younger generation, that's the original chopper.
Yes. And what the government did back then was they knew that they couldn't outlaw weapons for the Second Amendment. So what they did was they classified NFA items for automatic type weapons, for, weapons of that nature. And to quail the purchase and procurement of those, they came up with a $200 tax stamp.
Which back in the 20s and 30s was basically $50,000. No, you can say shit.
Curse. That's right.
Only guys like Al Capone could afford it.
Right. Which, and the irony of that is what did that really do? Did it stop the Al Capone types from getting that?
No.
Hell no.
No, it just prevented the poor guy that's his barbershop just got shot up because he didn't pay extortion fees.
Yeah, that's right.
So anyway, so fast forward to today, okay, they're not, so this is where the conflation comes in. They're not going to classify an AR as an NFA item. They really can't. Well, I shouldn't say they can't. They can, but it would be a much higher bar to do that. Mm-hmm. So what they're doing is, or proposing that they want to do.
Let me guess. The magazine capacity.
Well, no, they just want to simply do reconciliation. They just simply want to put an excise tax, similar to what they do with fuel.
Right.
Or other commodities where right out of the gate at the manufacturer level, not at the point of sale level, but at the manufacturer level, say, okay, you have an excise tax, just like the gas guzzler tax on a vehicle, like you buy a brand new pickup truck, that type of thing, right? So that process through reconciliation does not require a majority vote, meaning the Democrats and Democrats alone can say yes to that. Now, Joe Manchin and Christian Sinema would have to be on board with that. This is where the caveat is. I highly doubt Joe Manchin will go for that, given the fact that he's out of West Virginia, given the fact that West Virginians are going to say hell no to that.
Right.
So I don't think it'll pass. However, I think it's the most likely measure that'll pass, because everything else, regulatory issues, cannot be passed through reconciliation. Reconciliation is all about budgetary items.
That's right.
So they are trying to basically backdoor it. It'll be interesting to see, but I will tell you this. Gun manufacturers are loving this right now, because I got 2 on order.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but not only that,
it's a fire sale.
That's right. But here's the thing: if it does pass, the Daniel defenses, the Palmetto, all the way down to Palmetto State Armory. I mean, all these people.
Oh yeah.
They're going to go belly up. The only people that will be able to mass produce firearms of that nature for that price are bigger companies like Colt and Winchester, and their guns are, well, like I say, but they're crap.
Crap.
Well, I mean, like shooters like Jerry Mitchell shoot like a Smith & Wesson, right, and AR, but it's heavily factory modified before he even gets it,
right.
And then he gets it and slicks and tricks it. Right. So, and then I heard a snippet the other day that they were also going to put a ban on, or a high tax on, the sale of the upgradable components, meaning the butt stocks, the triggers, the hand guards, all that stuff. So, dude, this is a mess.
Oh yeah,
Well,
I mean,
what it's also going to do is it's going to do like everything else in the commodity business. It's going to drive it underground.
Yep.
So you're going to get the black markets booming, where if you have to pay $15,000 for a legal AR, you could probably get it for $7,500 black market.
Yep.
So all those manufacturers are going to make the pretty decent guns, are going to be selling it on the black market for really 3 times the regular price, but half the price of the excise tax.
Well, okay, so I wonder how much a black market gun is now. Like, is it more expensive or cheaper? Right. And 2,
depends what demand is.
Right.
You know?
So now that black market's going to be even more expensive than what you could buy it for legally.
Right.
But the people that buy guns, the people that buy guns on the black market aren't people that can buy them legally. So
no.
Right. Well, there's another aspect to this too. This is only half the equation. Now you're going to get into the ammunition. You can have all the ARs you want, okay? But if you can't get ammo for it, or you're very limited to, all right? So they're trying to do that too.
That's right.
But that's going to be harder to pass, because you know as well as I, you can take a 223 round. You can take any round. It doesn't matter. 308, 300 blackout. I mean, pick your poison. A 6.5
Creedmoor.
Any one of those. Okay, and you can put it in a single shot bolt action type rifle. Right. That can also be chambered in an AR platform.
That's correct.
Right? So that's going to be a harder sell. But what they're going to try to do, and this is going to be harder to pass. And again, they can't do this through reconciliation. That's the good part. Is what they're going to try to do is limit the quantity of rounds that you buy. And also what California did was you cannot buy rounds unless you register the caliber and type of rifle that you're buying the rounds for.
Right.
So there's so many things that they can do where they can turn around and ultimately say, we didn't ban anything.
Yeah,
but
they're just going to make it a pain.
Extraordinarily hard.
Yeah,
right.
They're going to make it more of a pain in the dick than it's worth, basically.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know.
That's why I am I'm going to tell you right now, I am stocking up everything that I get, and then I just sit there back and crack open a beer and say congratulations. You can have fun with that.
That's right. My order should be here in 4 to 5 days.
You're gonna open up Jeff's little gun shop. Is what you're gonna do.
Yeah, but you're gonna pay.
That's
if
right.
it's $15,000 on the market, yeah, I'll sell it to you for 10.
That's right.
I'm giving you a bargain today.
That's right. That's right.
Also, you might be in the market for a new gun safe because you're going to need it. Because you're going to have a lot more guns to be putting in there.
That's right.
Well, I might even consider big metal boxes because you'll have to bury them in the backyard.
That's right.
With the ATF box on your door.
You could work a deal with the propane company that you can get those silly little racks that they put outside the convenience stores. You can get yourself a nice little rack there for cheap aluminum with a code.
We're going over Jeff's apartment. He's just rented out the apartment next to him, knocked the door down.
Propane? What the?
It's now a Connex box steel wall in between.
I built this out of milk crates. All right, Jeff.
Well, Jeff, we appreciate you coming on here and talking to us about this and enlightening everyone that listens.
I'm sure we'll have you on, a little bit later to discuss because it's probably going to be a while.
That's right. That's right. So what Jeff is saying is buy brass and buy guns. That's what he's saying.
That's right. That's the message for today.
Yes.
And and here's the thing, real quick, gentlemen, is if this stuff doesn't pass this go around, which it may not, but all you got to do is just look as to what's occurred over the past 10 to 20 years. Yeah. It's going to happen
History,
eventually.
man.
Yeah. Something's going to happen to where they're going to be able to screw the common man who wants to just own a rifle.
If you can't learn from history, you are doomed to repeat it.
That's right.
That's right. That's right. That's probably the truest statement that you'll ever hear.
That's right.
And it's unfortunate because I really never thought that I would say that.
Not in this country and not with our Constitution.
No.
That's right.
No. And it's a shame. And of course, if you talk about it, you're a quack, right?
That's right. We're quackadoos.
But I resemble that remark. So carry on, fellas.
Well, we salute you being on, buddy.
We salute you, sir. I'll call you after the show.
All right.
Have a good one, buddy.
Good day, gentlemen.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
There you go.
That was very interesting.
That's right.
It's going to be basically, to sum it up, it's going to be a lot of fuckery.
That's right.
That has come a boot.
That's right.
Lots of fuckery.
Mm-hmm. So I'll unmute you now on it because we were talking about
back after gun talk.
That's right.
That's
gun
right.
Talk.
Welcome to Gun Talk.
That's right, on the Gun Talk hour. I was so verklemmt. We have coffee with talk. And so we're
we're almost out of time, folks. But I do want to mention a small little story that we did read in the paper. Whoever reads the paper,
make you roll your eyes.
Everybody knows the sexy gentleman, man of the year, sexiest man of the year, whatever. Brad Pitt.
I would lick his face.
I mean, what I'm saying, Benjamin Button himself.
No.
Him and Angelina Jolie. There's no love lost between them. But there is a winery that was sold under Brad Pitt's nose. At least 50%.
I mean, what a fine nose, though.
What a fine nose, though. The 50% of the winery was sold to a Russian oligarch.
Yeah, it was co-owned by Brad and Angelina. They bought the property back in 2008 and opened up a winery. Something like 700. Well, I don't want to quote the acreage, but it's huge.
It's massive.
It's massive.
Yeah. Called the Chateau Miraval Company.
That's right.
That's right.
So
and they sold it to a gentleman by Yuri Scheffler, who owns
Stoli Vodka.
Stoli Vodka. That's right.
Yep. And apparently, this dude's not he's basically Russian gangster.
Correct.
Right. So he's actually what they call it, an oligarch.
Yep. Oligarch.
Oligarch. Yep. So Russian gangster, and apparently, what he does is he buys things to basically change how everything runs.
Right.
And take over.
He takes over, and then
That's right.
Yeah.
Takes over and doesn't give credit.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, Brad Pitt could, basically, he could steal from the Bellagio, but he's not taking out a Russian oligarch. Right. So, he's
that's right.
He's got a little trouble with him.
You don't steal from what's his name? Armand. Amandasante.
Amandasante, right?
You don't steal from that guy.
Well,
just
that and
defended
you don't
him.
fuck with the Jesus.
No,
but
you never fuck with the Jesus.
So, I mean, now basically his lawyers are what, trying to block this, right?
Right, because what should have happened is she should have offered him to buy his
Rights of
half.
first refusal.
Right.
Right.
So that's what the lower lawyers have put.
Yeah.
They filed the papers to try to stop the sale of
Yeah.
said chateau.
I mean, the reason why I brought this to your attention the other day was, could this be the next? Well, because he's not just saying that; he's also saying that she's doing it on purpose.
Right.
Right. That she sold it to somebody who has quote unquote poisonous intentions.
Yeah.
And that she's doing this to be vindictive.
Yeah.
Right. So
among other things like the child
That's right.
custody thing
That's
that
right.
went on.
So-
and she put him through the ringer
Just
and all
ruined
sorts
everything.
of crap.
could this be the next Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial?
You know what? It could be. It
You
could
know?
very well be.
Yes.
I
It should
mean, thank God that's over. Jesus.
Well, we got. I mean, potentially another one coming.
It was a hilarious story, though.
It
Was
was lots of memes.
Yes.
Love the memes.
Yeah, you kids love the dank memes. You
I
and
mean,
Meatball.
lots of
Yeah,
dank
Amber
memes.
got roasted all over TikTok.
That's correct. That's correct. So
I saw
it's-
a meme the other day that said it had the OnlyFans heading, and then it had a face of Amber Heard, and then at the bottom it said, "Now's the time, Amber." Right? Because every time a celebrity does a OnlyFans, it's $50-60 million off rip.
That's right.
I mean, she could just do poop videos.
She's cornered the market on it. Well, cornered the sheets, whatever you
mean-
want to say it.
It'd be a really shitty video, though.
Yeah. So we just wanted to bring that up because it's
Enough with the dad
a
puns.
little bit
Wait a minute.
Oh my
There you
god.
There's been a lot of talk about Russian oligarchs and their yachts being seized and or barred from going to certain places.
I just read they seized 2 planes.
Yep. So
To
there's a
get-
lot of Russian tomfoolery going on, and this is just another one.
That's right.
That's right.
We go
One
to
of
buy
the
your
many.
wine business.
You give me the money, I give you the wine.
Well, their best wine supposedly is a rose, which
Right.
was the
A
pink,
rosé,
pink
yep,
shit, right?
yep,
So
yep.
we added to our story. We make rose story.
American components, Russian components.
All drank in Taiwan.
Russians with wine.
That's right.
Well, they do.
they
Well,
do. Well, they do
Russians with
vodka very
wine.
good though.
They do.
Vodka,
Yes, they
vodka,
do.
vodka.
Potato vodka.
Potato vodka.
Vodka.
The Smirnoffs, the
That's right.
Stolies. My mom used to love Stolies.
I mean, I know another guy who prefers, nice, good vodka.
Yeah.
The Beefeater.
Yeah.
Along with the Kahlua.
Yeah.
Maybe right Russian. Come on, man.
Okay. All right.
We're done.
Well, I mean, that's the thing these days for all people famous and rich. They come out with their own.
Yeah.
Everything's
Everybody's got a wine,
Dan Aykroyd's got his
tequila,
Crystal
vodka.
Skull's vodka.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah. It's
which I
just-
bought, by the way. Which Crystal Skull vodka. It's still
Is
through
it good?
diamonds. I don't know how you do that, but
I don't know either. It's
it's all right. I mean, I'm not a vodka
It's a
fan,
vodka.
obviously.
It's vodka.
yeah. You mix it with your favorite frou-frou drink, and then you're ready
Every
to go.
time I take a sip of vodka, do you know what I think of?
I mean,
Yeah.
it's gonna get personal.
Gonna wash the walls, got to make them shine. Gonna scrub them down with turpentine. That's what I think of every time.
Hey, that's my. Oh.
That's his line.
Anna, did you have fun today?
I did.
Yeah, did you enjoy this?
Yes, I did.
Things you
That's
do
right.
as a father,
Because we love the kids,
Little cute, just like Trick Daddy, which I never understood what that meant until I watched
Yeah.
the history of hip hop and
Yeah.
realized that he has a child's foundation in Miami. I always thought, is he a pederast? I don't know. And then
I don't
you see that and you're like, oh no, he really does love the kids.
Yeah, he does love the kids.
So if you're ever in Miami, donate
Right.
and download his music, and listen to it, so you can buy more toys for the kids.
Yeah.
For the kids.
But are we ready to get out of here?
I
sir?
think
We're-
so. It's been an hour,
we
I
are.
believe.
Yeah, we're close. We're 5-6 minutes off. So.
I mean, we are close. We are going to switch to
It's
guns.
been,
That's right.
I think
We're gonna
over an
switch
hour.
sides. All right.
Mhm.
Anna,
Yes.
it's been a pleasure.
As,
Say goodbye to the public.
that's right. Say
Goodbye.
bye to all your TikTok
Okay.
fans.
Bye, Tiki-Taki.
What's your TikTok name?
Um,
What do you mean,
I don't know.
That's terrible.
How do you not know?
That's just
Because I
terrible.
don't look at my account.
Well,
What?
You are my daughter.
Ah, Daisy Model 21.
Daisy Model 21 at the TikTok. And don't be looking for those saucy videos. She ain't got
It's
none.
Daisy MOTTL.
Yeah, she's 11 people.
21.
That's right.
All right. Anna,
Yes.
you have a good day.
You too.
Go clean your room, damn it.
I live with you. I can't even say you too. I live with you.
Okay, bye.
Where can I go?
Bye.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to sign off.
Absolutely.
Sorry the podcast was late.
It'll be all right. It's a day late.
I hope I did all right with one ear running this.
You
board
did. You
over
did
here.
it in mono.
That's right.
That's right.
Not
Which is
stereo.
fantastic.
That's right.
That's throwback to the 70s. We didn't have, the,
Well, right. Double earphones. The double bass drum really was a double bass drum.
That's right. At least you had plenty of snare in your headphones.
That's right. Lots of snare in my headphones. That's pretty much all I can hear. All right.
Until next Monday, folks.
That's right.
It's been because it's Monday.
That's right. Have a good one.